Sage is a mage. The Latin name salvia comes from the word salvare, which means to heal or to save. Amazing medical properties, incredible taste, very hardy plant. There are so many interesting stories to tell about sage that I will need to make a whole series of videos. It's one of my favorite plants in the whole world. But today we're simply going to make Sage Vodka. If you like the taste as much as I do, you might put the result in the backboard in your cocktail bar. But it's mostly a medicinal schnapps. Sage is characterized by its rather thick leaves. They have lots of small hairs, especially here on this side. If you rub your fingers, get a lot of smell. These leaves contain so many aromatic oils. In this pot I have lots of sage. This one is 3 years old, and also some wild thyme. It's flowering right now. These Mediterranean plants go together so well. Sage comes in many different varieties. White sage has been used for thousands of years in incense rituals. Smoke is very strong smell, but also very cleansing smoke. The one that you see here next to me, that's Salvia officinalis or kitchen sage, probably the most common type. And also the type of sage used in the traditional Italian dish saltimbocca. Awesome, one of my favorites. Some varieties are cultivated for culinary or medicinal use, some for decoration. There are even tri-colored varieties these days. That's a different one I have here in my garden. The leaves are a bit longer on this one, but it's also an edible variety. Most are. And this year I put one here into our rather chaotic bed. It's doing very well. It's growing strong and fast. Under normal conditions, sage can get up to 1 meter high, but very old plants can even grow bigger. Harvesting sage is not rocket science. Just make sure you don't take off too many leaves. Leave enough on there so that the plant can continue to thrive. If you have more sage than you can use, of course, theoretically you could also harvest the leaves and dry them. Tea made from dried sage leaves is still quite powerful, but it's a perennial green subshrub. So that means the leaves are also green in winter. You can use them freshly. Fresh sage is so much more powerful. So when I cook saltimbocca in the winter or I want to have a cup of sage tea, I always take off a couple of fresh leaves. The plant is old enough, there will be no damage, and it tastes really good. One of the few herbs that we can use all year long. I'm going to mix my different sages. We also will put some of these long leaves, beautiful, beautiful sage leaves. This plant I also put in the pot in spring, in early spring. I think it was March. I want to produce a powerful elixir, so we need lots of sage. For a liter of vodka, roughly 30 to 50 grams. That's a good fistful equals 25 grams. So I'm going to add some more leaves. We have now harvested 40 grams of pure sage goodness. You know what always strikes me as peculiar? People, when they work with AI tools, often say, thank you. I do it. I know that a lot of my friends do it, but very few people thank a plant. So thank you very much, dear sage. We got all our ingredients. There are now 2 ways to create our elixir. You can use the leaves as are and put a jar with a wide opening, put the leaves in there and add the vodka. But this is not what we're going to do, as we are aiming for maximum flavor. So I have a clean bottle here. This is the sage we just collected. I never wash it. I just put it in a sieve and shake it off a bit. It's not a good idea to wash herbs, especially not the ones from your own garden, as they will lose some strength. And as you can see now, I am chopping this. No need to chop it too finely. Also use the whole leaves. So as you can see here, I am not going to remove the stems. So we cut all of our sage and then we fizzle it into our bottle, the full 40 grams. This is what 40 grams of sage squeezed into a 1 liter bottle look like. Now all that's left to do for now is add our vodka. Doesn't have to be vodka, you can also use rye. Personally, I prefer vodka. I think it's the most neutral spirit, and this is a pretty good one. 5 times distilled. Just look how the vodka is instantly turning a bit green. Make sure to use an airtight bottle or jar. Close it, shake it a little bit, and then put it in a sunny spot. I'm going to put this on my windowsill. I will let it sit there for 4 weeks. Make sure that the leaves are completely covered by vodka. If they're not, they will oxide and turn brownish. It's not a problem taste-wise, but green is nicer for optics. And after 4 to 6 weeks, I will filter it through a fine sieve and add maybe about 150 milliliters of sugar syrup. Then fill it into a bottle. I won't lie, I'm going to drink this. But even if you don't drink any alcohol, this schnapps is super helpful because you can just use it to sterilize your mouth. Just use a little bit or even add a little bit to water. Oh, instant tea replacement.